What did you say? The first Dreamliner went down? Sitting on top of your roof, watching a tornado go by? Beware of the phishing scam. All this next on Cabin Pressure with Shawn and G.
Prepare for takeoff.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure.
What's up?
That's a frog thing.
What's up?
What's up?
Dude, me and my cousin, every time I call him, I don't care for ever since those commercials and shit, people going, what's up? And we do that
went
every
on
time. Forever. Man, me and him still do this. He can call me and we answer, what's up?
You sound like that guy. Oh my God.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going, man? What you been doing, G?
I've been doing the Orlando routes.
Orlando?
Yeah, I go back and forth to Orlando, and then was doing my lawn. But you know something, what I realized, the first day of summer actually coming up around the 20th, right?
Coming up next week. Next week is, and it's getting hot here.
It's got hot. That's what I was just saying. Okay, you guys, you remember that you always get that first burn of the summer.
Oh.
That was my ass the other day. I got it right now. I got it in the back of my peeling and all that shit. I hate that.
You're so white.
Shut up.
You're so white.
Shut up, man. You racial thing, man.
I went and worked the other day, and I get there, and the agent, she hadn't seen me. She's like, "Wow, how'd you get so tan?"
Yeah, Shawn, you got a nice tan.
You got a nice tan.
Yeah, look like an island guy.
I just let her go.
Shut up.
I haven't gotten burned yet.
No, I got burnt. So, you I hate that though. You sit there and it's like, I get in the shower, you automatically know it. You start washing your back and then it's raw skin.
It's like that sensation where you just that stinging.
Burn. It's not stinging, it just burns.
Yeah.
Raw skin just came off, Shawn. Anyway, I hate that. I was on a mower going in the backyard, and I knew it. As soon as I got in the shower, you can feel that sensation on your back. You know you're screwed.
Yeah, yeah. That's the worst. Every time a funny story about this. I'm half white, half black, and I'm my whole entire life I never used sunscreen ever. I was a kid, and so this happened to me a while ago. But I go down to Florida and I'm hanging out, and we go out on the beach and everything. My buddy's like, you need to put some sunscreen on. You better. I'm like, no, I'm good. Dude, have you ever gotten sun poisoning?
Black people burn too, Shawn.
I had no fucking idea. Dude, it was the craziest, weirdest sensation. You're talking about that sting? It was I started getting these hives, and it was one side of my body started getting these hives, and then it started transitioning to the other side of my body, and then it decided to roll down my fucking whole torso, and then I was like, what the hell is happening?
But
that's what you white people get? It's weird.
White people. That's what you white people get?
I had never got it before. I didn't know. I was I was immune, but it went all the way down, across my penis. I think both sides of my penis had it. It was crazy. It was I was oh.
Wait a minute. How did your penis get in the sun?
Dude, it wasn't the thing. It was once you get this poisoning, it's kind of goes through your body.
Wait a minute.
It's that systemic reaction. One side of your body got it, the other side, and it was just going through my body. It was it's crazy.
Do you know the first thing though? What happens as soon as you get burnt? Somebody's like, "Oh, put aloe on it."
Aloe, yeah,
right. You get that sticky, gooey shit, and then put it all over your body.
Dude, I've been down in the islands where they're the help there, or whatever, the whoever's there at the hotel, whatever, they'll go and chop fresh aloe. Yeah. Around the hotel and bring you leaves, and you're here, just rub this on you, literally fresh aloe right off the bat.
What was that white shit that you used to put the zinc oxide?
Zinc,
right? Is that because you sit there and you go to
I
the
never
swim club,
did that shit. Okay,
shut up. There you go. So you didn't have Rudolph the Red Nose.
There were some pale people running around the pool where I was at. They had these like white noses.
Back to the white people again, right?
It was crazy.
You found it. Wait a minute, but a black person got sun poisoning.
Yeah, dude. It was a weird experience, man. From ever since then, like my buddy's like, remember you getting sun poisoning? Remember how I was bad? Put some sunscreen on, dude.
And you still don't do it. It's the same thing every year. I'm out doing the lawn. I'm like, oh, hell, it ain't that bad, right?
Right.
I'm sitting out there and I'm like, oh, it feels really nice. Go back in. No, I'm like that French fry.
Dude, it was like the most horrible experience. I get it. I get it. But I had to live it to get it, right? I saw it a lot, but I never experienced it until and my wife's always complaining about that. Like we went on this vacation one time. You know what midges are?
Yeah.
Yeah, those little no-see-ums and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had never, ever had no-see-um issues because I don't live south, okay? And we get to this island, and we're out in the Bahamas, and it's on this, like, remote island, very exclusive, the whole 9 yards, and we got no-see-ums, like, I mean, from my knees down was like ostrich skin. I mean, it was so many. I had thousands of bites all over my legs. Like they had attacked us. It was crazy. And I was like, it's like that sensation where you like your skin, you just want to like rip your skin off because it's itching so bad. And I'm just going crazy. I'm like, I told her, I was like, I'm leaving tomorrow.
That's the same thing.
I'm out of this fucking
It's like when I reach back on my back, when it gets to that point, you reach back on your back, it feels like the bumps and scabs and everything.
Yeah, she's
Horrible.
always like, she's like, yeah, you didn't believe me. I had like, she was complaining earlier. She's like, I'm getting bit. I was like, there's nothing going on. A day later, I was like chewed up, like I was freaking no-see-um meat.
Yeah,
And,
but you being black, you can't see them as much.
dude, it wasn't. I think seriously.
On a white guy, you're going to see a bunch of little bumps.
How many bumps I had on my legs? I was like, how could I have not possibly seen all these thousands of bugs on me? Like it was crazy.
That's why they call them no-see-em.
Yeah, and she was like, yeah, see, now when you get it, oh, it's so bad, and you're leaving, and you're going home, you little wimpy. I'm like, okay, I get it.
What's been going on with you, man?
It's been crazy, man. Let's see. So this last weekend, golf tournament. Golf is such a crazy sport, man. I know you don't golf, but it is just the most frustrating. And people that are out there that get this like golf bug, you get it. Like all the golfers out there, are like, no, we know what you're talking about. But here's the thing. First day of the tournament, it's a 2-day tournament. We get out there. The format of the tournament is we do a scramble on the first part for golfers that know that. It's like just, kind of hit the ball. We pick a spot and hit the ball. Anyways, the next section is alternate shot. We blow up 2-3 holes on the alternate shot. Like I'm talking like we took ourselves out of the tournament. We were literally, I think, 9 strokes away from the next person in our flight. It was terrible, man. It was a terrible. So then the second day, boom, we come out here to my home course. It's aggregate, which means every shot counts. You don't like keep count. You just keep counting. Like you can like go out of bounds. You got to keep counting. You can get 100. Doesn't matter. But aggregate on one side, and then the other one was just best ball. So one of the 2 of our shots. Dude, we went on a rampage. 7 holes in a row, birdies on the aggregate, which was like insane. And every golfer's out there like, whoa, like it is crazy. We finished the second day. We're 5 shots in front of everybody in our flight, but we crapped ourselves the first day. So we ended up 4 behind.
I love that when you're sitting, I'm sitting there watching you and I'm like, yeah, we were a big bucket of suck the first day.
It was, yeah, it sucked.
And then you had your Happy Gilmore moment.
Yeah, my face was definitely on the side of that suck bucket. I'm telling you right now. And we were like, it was literally 3 holes. Like the whole day was pretty decent, but 3 holes, we just like, bleh. It was terrible. And so anyways, but yeah, and then we did this golf tournament this weekend. We had some fun. It was, all that stuff's good. But you know what else happened during that golf tournament that is crazy? So I don't know if you might have participated in this too. So we're all sitting around. We're done with the tournament. We're sitting there, blah, 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 all of our phones. Like everybody in a phone in the place, like bing, 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 bing. We're like, you think it's like, this is an Amber Alert or nothing? No. We all get this message, and it says we have this ticket that we haven't paid. And
that big scam ass ticket thing. Yeah, I got that too.
And so everybody, like all of us, we're all sitting next to each other. All of us get the exact same phishing thing that we hadn't paid a ticket, and now interest rates are going to go up, and it's going to cost you this much more money, and you better call us at this.
Did you call?
And literally, I was like, I'm like in the whole clubhouse. I'm like, hey, did anybody else get this phishing scam ticket thing? And like everybody but one guy in there like raised their hand. They're like, yeah, I just got it too. I'm like, how do they think they're going to make money off of this? This is
because
crazy.
People actually call. I mean, you get those sometimes you get these old people and they just call. They have no idea. They're like, wait a minute, I'm going to get in trouble.
So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like old people are the ones that they're really like the people that they think that this is real. Like it just like every person in the club was like, no, this is bullshit. Right?
Or if somebody just got their ass in trouble, they'd be like, yeah, maybe that was me.
But it happens, and I know it happens for real because like my father-in-law, he got this call one time that he got this like thing saying like your grandson is in jail and he needs you to put up bail and all this stuff. And they called his grandson like by his name. He was like, Cameron's in jail, and so he was like, they knew all the key things to tell him. My father-in-law was like driving down to the bank. He was at the teller when one of his daughters finally was like, no. Did you call Cameron? Like verify Cameron, is this real? But
if he's getting anything,
he had already withdrew the money. He had already withdrew the money.
That's
like
crazy.
I was like, what? I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, it breaks your heart to like hear these people that are scamming these old people that don't know better. But, I mean, this guy's such a good guy. Like he's just a genuine good guy that he was like, I'm going to help. He didn't do anything for his family.
Could you imagine? I mean, look at that. That's millions of robocalls, right?
Millions
of that. And how many people actually answer that thing?
It's bullshit out there, people. I'm going to tell you right now. Like
if it sounds like bullshit,
it is bullshit. It smells like, tastes like, is bullshit.
Especially they're not going to get on. They're not going to text message you that they owe you. You owe money. They're sending you a damn certified letter. Your ass is going to jail.
Everybody like the last one that was like going crazy was the toll bridge,
right?
Booth.
That didn't work so well, so they had to switch it up now.
Yeah, the turnpike one, you're back owed and all that bullshit. But dude, it was crazy just to be sitting there and then all these phones go off at once and everybody just got the same exact text and I'm like, this is stupid. You're stupid. But anyways,
it's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyways, other than that, man, I'm getting ready to go over to transfer it over to Newark.
You're going to be officially a Newark flight attendant.
I'm going to officially go to Newark, man. I can't like the armpit of the world. Here I come. It's like I'm thinking to myself, what have I got myself into?
Another bucket of suck.
It could be suck, especially. I mean, it gets to be suck quick over there too.
I'm interested to see what you hold.
Yeah. That's one thing that I wanted to talk about. Like, seniority and flight attendants is like that's everything. And it doesn't matter if you're a flight attendant or pilot or whatever. Any seniority or gate agent or whatever. Seniority in the airline business is our gold, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so, I mean, we live and breathe by our seniority and like. Why I'm transferring over to Cleveland so people understand this. Like there's like 350 so flight attendants here in Cleveland and I'm like 46, 47 in the base, which is very senior. That would be considered. For our base, it's a very senior base. But our flying that we do out of here, it's just so limited that we can't I can't get the days off that I want. I can't get the trips that I want. And it's like you're doing Orlando this month. I'm doing Orlando too this month, other days, whatever. It's like, man, it's been so hard and I can't get the days I want off. So I got so frustrated. I got to go over to Newark because my seniority over there means something.
Right.
And to put it in perspective, it's like Newark has 6,000 flight attendants. I'm going to be 640 in the base over there. I mean, that is huge. That's huge. And like the amount of flying that they have there. So out of the 6,000 flight attendants, you would think, what, like 1,000 of them maybe are in reserve.
Well, most people don't understand when we bid our lines for the month, different bases. It's like a small book, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's a book of pairings and lines and all this shit, and you don't know what you're going to hold. You got to figure out what you can hold. Position bidding. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes on just to making your monthly bid.
Dude, there's a lot of education that has to happen in order to understand the bid.
You can screw that up big time. Even going to Newark, you could jack that up big time.
Oh yeah,
You could be picking a line that nobody wants.
I didn't even know where to start over there.
Right.
And so like my big thing is like, okay, I'm going over there early to like get rid of my trips, because in our airline we can go down to 0 flying. So I want to get rid of my trips so I can come back here in Cleveland and fly on the days that I want to fly on, because somebody out there is creating these schedules and flying that I can't do here in Cleveland. So because of that, I'm going over there and I can do pretty much wherever, because I'm senior daddy over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
it's
get it.
like-
I mean, that's what we call, even as junior flight attendants, is line chasing.
Yeah.
I mean, they chase lines, and it's for better schedules, and that's what you do. I mean, Cleveland, we don't have good lines. We don't. I mean, they suck. You have a certain level of turns, and then that's it. And after that, it just falls off the shelf.
Well, there's no glamour flying here in Cleveland. Like, we don't have destinations where like everybody's just like, oh my goodness, I gotta go there, man. Let me head. I mean, we got things like Tijuana.
Tijuana would be a good place.
I used to have a buddy in when I was in the Air Force, and we had this like running line going all the time. We did like, when shit got too crazy, we would just look at each other and we'd say this line. We'd be like, Tijuana, take your grandma to an orgy to Tijuana. And we would just laugh.
You're killing me, man.
I remember that from when I was 19 years old, and we do this stuff. And my man's still out there. He'd be like, he's gonna be like, what? I've never heard that before. There's only one guy I know that says that. Tijuana, take grandma to an orgy. Tijuana.
You sound like that one. What's that one? That guy that does all those voices with it.
Yeah, man. It was like,
it's like the pepper that talks.
when the shit's getting crazy in the military, and you're just like, you got to like come back to reality. We just look at each other and say that saying, and we would just start laughing. Like, I mean, the sergeants and shit would be like, "What are you guys laughing about?" Tijuana. Anyways, man, the seniority is so crazy that I'm getting ready. Like Newark's got glamour places to go. So like I'm looking at all these cool places. I mean, I haven't been anywhere in the airline business. I know you were based international first. Like you were over in Honolulu, right?
Yeah, I used to.
So you got to do a lot of the South Pacific
South
stuff.
Pac, yeah.
Yeah. So like I've done none of that. So I'm like, I need to do this before I die. I mean,
well, you're definitely going to do the other side.
Yeah. So, I mean, like they got like anything and everything that we go to. Like, I mean, we got all these different cool places, everywhere in Europe. I mean, Croatia, Africa, all these different places that I've never, ever been. And I'm like, man, I can hold right now. Like, I'm doing Orlando turns this month. I think next month I may be doing Cape Town. Or Johannesburg, or freaking Croatia.
Just realize this: if you come back with something and your ass can't get off the toilet,
dude,
I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
And just what cures that? Pepto-Bismol. It'll help you out.
You remember this conversation, brother. You remember this conversation. I told you there's a lot of reasons why I don't leave our states. And,
Dude,
and you might have a story about it.
I've traveled all over the world as a military brat, and yeah, your digestive system's got to be.
Oh no shit! I eat on the roadside roadside restaurant with you,
right
down in Central America. You
right.
shitting me?
Roof.
Yeah, the dog. Still the dog. Yeah, you wait. You're gonna have some stories.
Oh yeah, man. I'm looking forward to the whole experience. Like, I don't know how much flying I'm actually going to be going over to Newark. Like, we'll see how that works out and stuff. But I mean, my first thing here is I'm going over there just to like get rid of trips and then kind of flex and figure out, because it's summertime right now and I want to be here. Right. Like, I want to be here golfing and doing that stuff. I don't need to be like running around and dicking with my schedule, But anyways, man. So what else, man? The other thing that's happened is the other day I was, you were talking about Orlando. I had an outrageous passenger.
Really?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now.
Just one?
This is one. I mean,
the sarcasm was in my voice because we always have outrageous ones.
I mean, but yeah, so like Orlando's normally like that, just vacation, family. We got the miracle flights. We got all that type of stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But normally in Orlando, we don't have outrageous passenger. And outrageous passenger, this is something that we're going to start like bringing to you guys. Like we're going to describe some of the passengers. This dude comes on my flight, and
I know what he looked like.
What did he look like?
You should see. Do you know Randy, Macho Man Randy, Savage?
Yeah.
Okay. Now a skinny black Randy Savage, cross between Gene Simmons,
Gene Simmons with the big old elevator boots.
Gene Simmons, and then what was his what's his name? The aerobics guy.
Oh, you're talking about you just said it a minute ago.
I know.
Come to us. Anyways, this dude had like a leotard top, okay, that was matching with his hot pants on, okay, and there was
these big
gigantic. He had go-go platform boots on. And the junk in the front was like bulging so big, like nobody. I don't care who you were, what sex you were, or anything. This guy was like, he wanted this attention, and he walked on. He's like, "Hello," and he's like waving, and he has these long, pointy yellow fingernails, and he had glasses on, sunglasses, and he had two long braids going all the way down to his butt.
That's what I love about our job. People watching is the funniest thing, right?
It was just the most craziest. Like, you're like, this is your flying outfit.
Dude, I had a guy walk on with a tail coming out of his rear end.
Oh, no.
A tail. I'm not kidding you. It was orange and white. He had a tail coming out.
Did he tell you who he was identifying as?
He told me that he identified as a fox.
As a fox.
Yeah. I said, "You did?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, we don't allow those on the plane."
That's right.
And he goes, "What?" And I said, "But foxes are not allowed on the plane."
Foxes. We don't. There's this very specific list of animals that can come on the plane,
and a fox isn't one of them.
Fox is not one of them.
No,
yeah.
but and I mean, joking around, but seriously, he did have a tail coming out of his backside, and he was grabbing this thing and curling around like he's going to go to sleep with this thing. I mean, it was crazy. We get some of the craziest people. Had a woman in Vegas. They brought her down on in a wheelchair. Shawn had the biggest fake boobs I've ever seen.
Dude,
they were huge. I mean,
I think we talked about that.
We did.
The big boobs.
It was crazy. I mean, some of the crazy people that we've seen on the planes. I mean, it's outrageous.
Yeah, I mean, we would love to post these pictures. We're not going to post this picture and stuff because, that's not our intention to, But from our description, you got a very good description of this very weird character, and very pleasant. Didn't harm or flee on the flight. Didn't actually cause anything, no problems or anything like that. But
that's one of the best parts.
There wasn't no one on that plane that was in visual contact with this guy that wasn't like their eyes weren't really big.
Well, it's one of the best parts of this job, though, is actually people watching.
Yeah,
I mean, you do. You'll spend hours in a terminal sometimes delayed, and all you do is you just watch people as they pass by, and there's outrageous people, and they come on the planes every day too.
And maybe this should be called the "Freak in the Seat" episode, like "Freak in the Seat,"
like the Jack in the Box.
He was a freak. Anyways,
but you were talking about Orlando flights with the Make-A-Wish and the Wishes Can Happen program.
Yeah,
this past week I've been flying back and forth, and I absolutely love those flights because we had a couple families come on, and a lot of times I said this so many times that you'll have bad days and things it gets kind of tough, but then you see these families that come on with these kids and they're so excited. I mean, they're all they want to do. They want to come down. They want to go in the cockpit. They want to take some pictures, and they're going through so much in their lives. And you're looking at them, and they're having the best time.
Yeah, those Make-A-Wish flights are so fun. I mean, like for the most part, I mean, I've had the experience of, you get it's kind of like a 50-50 thing, right? They're normally either they're terminal,
right,
or they're the opposite where they've just beat cancer.
Yeah.
Things
survived.
like that. Like, and then Make-A-Wish is granting them their, the trip for congratulating them from beating cancer. It is a phenomenal organization, but yeah.
The Wishes can happen. It's a nonprofit organization. It's based in North Canton, Ohio. It's dedicated to granting the wishes for children and young adults ages from 3 to 21 who have been diagnosed with a life-threatening illness. Since its founding in 1982, the organization has fulfilled over 1,600 wishes.
Wow.
And yeah, it's 1,600. And I mean, and we get to be part of these. I mean, I do this. I do Orlando all the time. And just this, like I said, this past week, 2 families came on board, and they had a brother and a sister in one, and then another family. They had their whole family involved, and it's so cool to get these pictures in the cockpit, and they're so excited to do that. But it does. Let me tell you something. Whenever you think that your life is not exactly what you want it to be really happy, be fortunate, because let me tell you something, every single day, the greatest thing that you have is the ability to get up and change whatever that is.
Yeah. Be blessed. I mean, feel blessed. The impact that I know that we do on these families to make this experience so special for them and all this stuff with all the different things that we do with them is, it's a blessing that we get to see it. First of all, people are going through some crazy stuff, and I just cannot imagine to have my child, and I don't have any kids, but to have my child in a situation where you feel so, don't have the power to do anything,
No, I mean,
it's sad.
Yeah. Because you don't have any control at all.
Right. But but most of the time when we see these families, like it's also it's a positive thing where it's the reward after this battle that they've been through, or it's this thing they want to do before they leave.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But talking about travel though, when you fly and you guys go on your vacations, do you go early?
Go early?
Yeah, to the plane. I mean, do you go early to get to the airport?
Okay. Now you're touching on a subject that's very dear to me, that my wife overpacks like a son of a bitch. I'm going to tell you right now. She's bringing body bag after body bag. Like, I mean, these bags that you can't imagine. Like, you don't even understand. Like, to see how many bags she brings for a trip. Like, we're getting ready to go on this vacation right now. We will bring she will have we're going to be gone for 10 days. She'll have 3 large bags that are estimate 4
Do you
feet.
go early?
But we get there early because we got to take care of these bags. Like, we get there so early because I got to check these bags. I got to drop her off. We got to get these all, done. I got to go park the car. I got to come back to the airport. We got to get through security. Like, I got to get there early. There's no way.
Okay. Do you always have extra time at the gate?
Yeah.
Okay, I never understand this. I seen this the other day. Went into the airport and the security line. Every once in a while, you walk in there, damn security line is
stretching across
up
the airport
all the way through the terminal. And I never understand this. And you see this all the time. Families are just pissed because they're standing there and they're wondering if they're going to make their flight.
Yeah.
And you guys, listen. When you book these flights, sometimes you book them in a year in advance, sometimes 6 months, 3 months, whatever you're doing your vacation. For God's sakes, get there early. Just get there early because, you're going to start the whole vacation being pissed at each other. Yeah. I mean, I see this probably every few days when I walk in and you see these families, they're just completely pissed off because, okay, somebody has a bunch of bags.
Right.
You got to check them. Or somebody forgot something. You had to go get it. Somebody, was too slow leaving the house, didn't get up, didn't take a shower very fast, whatever it is. But that person is getting yelled at somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, the airlines are cracking down on this too. Like all of them, a lot of the airlines are adjusting their check-in time rules because it used to be like 30 minutes to be able to check a bag to make it on the plane that you're flying on in order to get to, you're talking 30 minutes from the time at the front of the airport, they're receiving the bag. Now they've got to get the bag from the front of the airport to the plane. And you have to get through security and that's so ludicrous. So like a lot of the airlines are backing up now to 45 minutes. So it's a hard 45-minute cutoff. So like if you don't have your bags there checked in before 45 minutes, they're not letting you on a plane.
And make sure that you got the right stuff. Check with TSA before you pack that shit in your bag because you're going to get mad if you got your cologne or something and they're going to confiscate your cologne or tell you to throw it away. But anyway, like I said, the biggest thing is when you see these families, they get so mad and your vacation is starting off all in the wrong way. So like I said, just make sure that you get there early so you get through security and you're sitting at the gate. You're there 45 minutes to an hour before that plane leaves and everybody's relaxed and start off that way because I see this every single day. There's people that are pissed off because there's a good chance now you're not going to make your flight.
Yeah, but you know whose fault it is, right?
Dad's.
No, it's ours. The flight attendants. Every time we get it on board, they're mad at us. Like your company did this, blah blah blah.
They left without us.
We hate you. You're like you don't even know me.
Yeah.
I'm big fun right here. Like, don't come at me like that. Like people come on the plane all the time like that at us, and we're like, really? Like the 10 people before you, they've been dicks, but we're not.
But how many times we were standing at the door and some guy or woman, the whole family runs up. They're all sweating at the last minute.
Right.
They're stuck on center seats. They're sweating. They can't breathe, and they're trying to pack their shit in overhead bins.
Yeah, I'm not sitting together. Can you help me? Why? I don't. My little Joey, he's sitting 4 rows from me. I have to sit by him.
Right. All because you didn't want to get there early. And then you're stuck in a middle seat sweating for 5 hours.
Yeah, man. Just plan accordingly.
Plan accordingly, man. We tell you this try to get all to the time, but I just had to touch on it again because I see it all the time in the airport.
Don't beat up on your flight attendants because of it either. Because if you're having a bad day, believe me, 99.9% of every flight attendant out there is going to be like ready to help you. We want to get you calmed down, get you a glass of water. You've been running to the gate. We know tensions and emotions have been elevated. And now you got to sit in a seat and you're pissed off at the company because you did some poor planning. Come on, man.
Hey, you're talking about helping flight attendants out. So I was flying with this girl, one of our friends the other day. And it was funny shit. You know who she is. Right. And so she was telling me, she's like, Gary, I went to the doctor about my heart. And I said, yeah, well, what did he say? She goes, I was pissed. And I said, well, why are you mad? And she goes, well, he had sent me a report back to the house. And she goes, I was reading the report and it said at the end of the report that I was grossly non-focal.
Grossly non-focal. And she was so mad. She was like, that some bitch. She goes, he was sitting there basically telling me that I was asking too many damn questions and I wasn't listening to him, wasn't paying attention. So I was just playing along with it. And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah. She goes, I was mad. She goes, I was sitting there reading this and I was like, I was going to give him a piece of my mind. And I said, well, you know what that means, don't you? And she goes, no, what does that mean? And I said, well, that means you don't shut your ass up whenever you're sitting there trying to talk. And she goes, see, that's what I said. She goes, next time I'm going to go in there, she goes, I'm going to write on my mask that I'm grossly non-focal. So we kept going back and forth on the jumpsuit, and I just let her run with this for a while. And then I told her, I said, do you know what actually that means? And she goes,
it means that I was talking too much. And I said, no, grossly non-focal means when you come in, it's a medical term that when they do a neurological evaluation, it's a quick neurological evaluation that the doctor says that he doesn't find that there's anything wrong. But however, now you want to go back in and write this thing across your face that says you're grossly non-focal and prove that he wasn't right.
Yeah. She's a dingbat flight attendant. That's what it is.
I love her, man.
She's a little cray-cray, like half the
So she's going to go back in and prove that her ass is crazy.
Right.
He just said that you're normal, and now you're going to go prove that you're a nutball.
That's right. But that's flight attendants, man. They get a little crazy about things, a little out of hand at certain times, and take things out of context, right?
Yeah, but you know what I told her to do, Shawn?
What's that?
Download Chat GBT. Because if your ass does not know what it is, Chat GBT does.
Right. You can ask them questions. If you want somebody to talk to and they'll be able to like answer some questions.
Or before you go in the doctor's office with the mask on that says you're grossly non-focal.
Yeah. There's also, before Chat GPT, don't forget our buddy, Google.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Google can help you out too.
Google will know what you're talking about. Hey, did you see that big ass tornado down in Texas?
No.
Huge. No. It was like 2.2 miles wide, I think. It's like the largest tornado in Texas history.
Dude, have you ever like experienced any personal tornado situations?
Yep. No, yeah. I had a funnel cloud. I got a picture actually of a funnel cloud. It was probably about 3 or 4 years ago, right in front of my house.
Right. I think I was taking pictures of the same funnel cloud from like, so G lives about like, as a crow flies, about a couple miles right down the road.
Yep.
And that funnel cloud came through past my house, and it was like going towards G's house. And I thought that thing is going to drop right down on G. Like that. It was like, I was like, that is in his neighborhood right now.
And my ass was looking at it, but this tornado was freaking huge. It reminded me of that. Remember the new movie Twister?
Yeah.
It was huge. I mean, I seen pictures of this, and I'm looking at this, and then I seen this other picture.
What's the other picture?
It said what not to do during a storm.
Right.
Okay, this guy he had a lawn chair and he was sitting on top of his roof, and they took a picture of him watching the storm from the top of his roof.
He needed a good view. He wanted a front seat view of the
Shawn, he wanted to go to Oz.
I think he was trying to go to Oz. That's for sure. Because, I mean, that is not the place you go when you're hear or feel or see a tornado.
I was looking at that thing and I thought, forget about the tornado. If you lean back, you're a damn tumbleweed.
That's right.
You're coming off that roof.
Dude, like, yeah, the roof is coming off. The house is coming with you, behind you, everything. Like, he might have, he might have been suicidal. Who knows?
It was freaking crazy.
Like, I mean, why would you ever put yourself on top of a roof and there's a tornado that, like, within visual contact?
That's I just crazy. Love that. Here it is. They're looking at this huge ass tornado. It's 2.2 miles wide, and some guy is like, "Well, I want a first class seat."
And he didn't even have like a camera or anything. He was just sitting up there watching.
He was just sitting up there watching it.
Dude, what the fuck are your problem, dude?
Hey, let's take a picture of Eddie as Eddie goes freaking flying away. Right. Could you imagine the next picture of him getting sucked up in some damn tornado?
Dude, man, I just see the dude like floating through the air with a lawn chair, and he's sitting there vaping. Smoking some weed. He's got to be high. The guy's got to be like, something's wrong with him.
They got some dumbass people. I mean, we watch a lot of these stupid videos. We're going to do, whenever we start and we actually start doing video, we got to start getting some of these videos on there. Cause they had this woman, she was doing one of those Zoom court cams, right? She was supposed to be in court.
Right.
You know what she was doing?
What?
She was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh, she was taking the whole thing serious.
The judge is like, stop. And she's like, what? And he goes, what are you doing? And I'm making peanut butter and jelly sandwich on a Zoom. On a Zoom.
Dude. What was it? Was it Baby's Kids? You remember Bebe? That's what it reminded me of. Like this is like Bebe was like I gotta make I gotta make peanut butter jelly for yo. I gotta get this kid off school too. You know, keep talking. I'm listening.
He started breaking this down. Was looking there like, you got a damn robe on. You know, you got a t-shirt. He goes, this is court. This is still court, even though it's Zoom. And she's holding the peanut butter and jelly. She's like, okay, it's fine. I got a t-shirt on. He was like, okay, turn around, click, and just clicked her off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. People, I mean, come on.
You gotta love it. I mean, you have to love these videos. But hey, listen, we got to talk about a little airline stuff, and unfortunately, it's not anything that we normally like to talk about. And it just happened yesterday.
Yeah. It was that 787 Dreamliner crashed in India.
Yeah.
That is like horrific, man.
That's one of the things. One of the things I know we cover it and we talk about it, but that's one of those things airline people don't like talking about. Yeah,
you know what? I mean, here's this is my my view of the whole thing. I'm getting ready to transfer to Newark. And I'm getting ready to fly that plane. Like that's the plane that I was like, I'm sitting there going through my schedule trying hey, I want to go fly the Dreamliner. Like, it's a fantastic plane. I don't know if you don't know what a Dreamliner is, 787. I mean, it has like systems on the plane where they've got humidification systems in the planes. They got windows that you touch and then they go electronically dark and stuff. I mean, they got some cool stuff. I mean, the Dreamliner is a really nice, very comfortable for passengers and crew to fly on. And this is the first major accident of this airline or this airplane. And it's going to be very interesting to find out what happened to this thing, because I was like looking at the video of like somebody actually, got the video of it crashing. You know, there's always a camera everywhere, so it's already on the news. And all I could think of is one, it looked like it had lift problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so
it literally looked like the bottom fell out.
So when you figure out like, okay, what causes a plane of this size to not have lift, you start thinking about like airspeed. Did they have enough airspeed? Did they have the weight and balance right before they took off? Like maybe it was just too dang heavy.
Right.
There's all kinds of crazy stuff.
All that comes out, and you're absolutely right. And that's what when I was looking at it too. I mean, from flying, when it's heavy and it's not lifting.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would never want to be in that situation where we're taking off and the plane's just not getting up in the air.
We get asked a lot of. We don't want to speculate on that. I mean, we don't know. Prayers go out to all the family, everybody that's involved. But the one thing that a lot of people ask us, they ask us, about accidents and incidents and when do things happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're always like wanting our opinion about what do you think happened here or what I mean, obviously they want to talk to pilots first, but I mean, the flight crew, the flight attendants stuff, we get a lot of people asking us about, what do we think about this and stuff? Because I mean, we've seen a lot of shit. Right. I mean, we've been around 30, I'm 35 and you're 38 and we're like, we got experience. Know a lot of stuff.
And these stats are true. I mean, you're looking at 53% of these incidents happen during landing.
Yep.
Okay, 53% of them, and 8.5% during takeoff.
Yeah, the most critical point of flight is that takeoff and landing,
right?
And I mean, that's why you're getting your briefing. That's why we take this so serious. Like the flight attendants aren't up in the aisles during takeoff and landing. I mean, because that's the critical state of flight. Once you get up and cruising, then we have time to do our business.
Right. And exactly what Shawn was saying. And the reason why is exactly with this Dreamliner is the reason for takeoff is you have very limited time to react.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see this, if you watch this video, you're going to see the distance from the ground to the aircraft, and you can see that there's not a lot of time, and that's why they say one of the most critical is the takeoff, because if something does go wrong, you don't have a lot of time to correct it.
No, I mean, like that's how bad like turbulence too is so dangerous too. Like turbulence down the lower you are and more turbulent, if you have, like microbursts and things like that happen in turbulence, I mean, it can be very dangerous. And so, we're not trying to speculate on what happened with this flight and all that stuff. What can, we don't know. Everybody, right. It's still out for investigation and stuff, but our hearts go out to all that were involved and all that's been affected by this and all the families. And we did just hear that one person survived, right?
One did survive. Yeah. So one person, I guess, the plane was on fire and this person had jumped out, and that's a miracle. I mean, how that, just that story alone is going to be amazing. Yeah. I mean, those type of accidents and stuff, it blows my mind when I hear about people walking away from them. It reminds me of like the Sioux City incident with the plane, cartwheeling down the runway. Right. That video. And, and people walked away from that. Still strapped to their seats. Yeah. It's like, wow. In the field. They were in the field, actually. Yeah. And that, when we talk about things like that, even this guy that survived this, for the rest of your life, I would be like, why? You'd have to ask yourself why. How did you survive when everybody else died? And that's the amazing part. But he was blessed, and you can't say any more than that. And the rest of the people, like I said, prayers go out to each and every one of them. But this comes back to what we do. I mean, people ask us all the time. We're not just there it's not just about serving Cokes and snacks and stuff like that. Our job, it's dangerous. Take off and landing. That's what we tell people all the time. Pay attention. Get your headphones off. For takeoff and landing, especially because those are the most critical phases of flight. Just take them off. Take them off for a minute and just pay attention to what's going on, because that part of it could save your life. People. I think you also need to be a little bit more situationally aware. You need to have the ability to the people that are around you too matter. I mean, where you're seated at and where your exit is and how you're going to get there if something happens. Not that you want to focus and or hyper focus on this whole thing, but it's a good review to be able to just say, hey, how am I getting off this plane if something happens? Or can I help somebody else? Yeah, or who may I have to help, or who should I, who may I have to get out of the way? There's all kinds of things that happen. But before we get out of here too, let's jump and talk about the turbulence real quick. I don't want to. I mean, like I was saying before. With airlines, I don't like talking about a lot with incidents and stuff like that. You know what? I just had this lady on the board the other day in Orlando flight, and she was like, is it going to be turbulent? And I was like, yes, it's going to be turbulent. I just got briefed with the pilot, and it's going to be turbulent. And she was like, really bad? Or, she was like really freaking out that I responded that way. And I was like, I'm being honest with her. But at the same time, it's all about education, people. You need to have understanding of all these different types of turbulence that are out there. And I will tell you, as a flight attendant for many years, it's kind of like driving your car. All the different types of turbulence, we could tell you what we're how we're getting affected and what it is that's being affecting us, because we've been doing this for so long, and where we're at dictates those types of turbulence. And G, give us some of the list of different types of turbulence that are out there. The number one turbulence is clear air turbulence. When we talk about that one's bad. Yeah, this is most lethal. So every time you hear these airlines they've diverted here to go here, they diverted all, it's because clear air turbulence, no one can see it. You can't see it. You don't. You can't predict it. You don't know when it's happening. Something happens in a split second for whatever reason. And there's a million different reasons why that turbulence is there in that spot at that time, but you can't see it and you can't predict it. And so that's when people are flying through the cabin and hitting their heads in the ceiling, and we're doing those sudden drops, and, the 0 Gs are happening, that's dangerous. Let me tell you, and in clear air turbulence, because I've been in it, it's probably anywhere from 12 to 15 seconds of the worst time of your life. I mean, and it's fast, and there's And exactly what Shawn was saying. That's why we always tell you, keep your seatbelt on. Trust me, keep your seatbelt on when you're sitting down. Even if it's loose, keep it on, because if that happens, anything that's not strapped down is going up.
Yeah, nothing that's strapped down is going to be flying in the air. So just remember that. I mean, it doesn't matter what you have, your cell phones, your laptops, your CD players, your headphones. It doesn't matter what it is. Everything's your bags. Everything's going to fly in the air.
Right. The next one is thermal turbulence, Shawn.
Thermal turbulence. Yep.
Yeah, it's on hot days. Usually, it's close to the ground.
Yeah. So the heat off and that's the dangerous, like on landing. So like you can get these especially on hotter days and stuff like that, where you get those heat waves coming up from the ground's super hot. And you get that especially like in, from the, buildings and all that, the tarmacs and the roads and stuff like that, depending on where it's at, that heat's rising. When you step on a freaking road, how hot it is.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And the other one is mechanical turbulence.
Mechanical turbulence.
Yeah, that's when your mountains and your buildings and your trees.
Yeah.
Anytime the wind's flowing around over the mountains, through areas around terrain, man-made structures, you could experience what's called mechanical turbulence.
Yeah, and that comes in that. So that's you get those type of turbulence when you approach the city. So again, right back to the, takeoff and landing. Mechanical turbulence can be something that is affecting your flight. But there's also mountain wave. Denver is a good place where you get a lot of mountain wave activity. So the thermal winds and stuff that are coming off the mountains, you're getting them like further out on the plains and stuff. You get all this like mountain wave activity and stuff like that of turbulence. So there's that. And then there's wake turbulence, right?
Right.
Which is caused by other aircraft.
Usually if you're traveling behind like a larger airplane.
Yeah, so like we're following, like a smaller plane is following a larger plane, and you get too close to that, the convective spinning, the wind coming off of the wings gets those vortices coming, and if we hit in that vortice where it's like still too strong and we're too close to it, that's when you get that really like the plane starts spinning.
Yeah, yeah.
So like a roll right or left or one way or another. That's definitely.
That was down in Denver, right?
Oh, you get it. That can be anywhere.
I mean, that one incident was Denver that was wake turbulence.
Yeah, wake turbulence caused it.
Yeah, and the last one is frontal turbulence.
Yeah, frontal turbulence.
And that's with a change in the air mass properties and the temperature. It's usually from the precipitation of thunderstorms and squalls of weather fronts, basically.
Yeah.
But there's so many different types of turbulence. I mean, we talk about those, but the biggest thing and from this is that keep your seatbelt on, and then just pay attention, especially in takeoff and landing, because it could be the difference of your life if we're in an emergency situation. So
yeah.
But anyway,
let's wrap it up, man.
Let's wrap it up. Hey, listen.
What's your quote of the day here?
Well, we had to leave it on a little bit of a funnier note. The man who says his wife can't take a joke forgets that she took him. Did I just say that we're a joke?
Man. What's that?
I just said we're a joke.
We're a joke.
Anyway, guys, listen. Again, the incident with the India flight just happened. So, we just prayers go out to those families.
Yeah, prayers. We hope everybody. It's going to be hard to get through all this stuff, but we're going to find out what happened with that plane and hopefully deal with it.
Yeah. You guys take care, and we will see you back next week, hopefully with a lot more fun news on cabin pressure.
See ya.
See you guys.
If you laughed, learned something, or just feel a little bit better about your own job after hearing about ours, do us a favor. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your weirdest coworker. You know the one. Hit us up on Facebook. Drop your wildest airport stories. We just might read them on air. Bonus points if you involve questionable clothing decisions. Until next time, stay strapped in, stay hydrated, and for the love of TSA, keep your clothes on in the terminal.